To explain why I'm here, we first need to go back a few months. Rich and I went out for a little stalk, but a mix of trying to self-film and seeing about 10 deer that were just out of season meant that we didn't get one in the bag. Here's a little taste of what we saw the first time round.
So we're on our way up to the north of Hampshire today to go back out with Rich. I'm very much looking forward to it. We're going to leave today's book blank, see what brings. Just before we go anywhere, we're going to check zero on this little 308.
It's light enough to shoot at freehand. It's compact and light enough to get closer to the animal anyway. But if you do want to take that far away shot, it's capable of doing that as well.
I think it's safe to say, mate, you're just in love.
I'm in love. Nothing wrong with that. Go get that dog.
You've met Rich, but I never introduced Bruce, one of the best stalking dogs I've ever seen. I mean, how many dogs will retrieve your paper target for you?
Good lad. Leave it then. Leave it.
I think the dog retrieve's more impressive than the shooting, mate.
Although we didn't get one, we still saw some beautiful stuff. Anyway, back to today, let's go stalking.
I was like, yeah, right. And then I went on out to the
Good, mate. Press ready.
The woods on the left is only this tiny little buck aren't ours, all that's ours.
There's that icing ruin down there.
That's right. And then on the right, solar panel field's not ours, but once we get to the woods it's ours. So we're going to drag it across solar panel field, then once we're onto the woods on the right, we can keep an eye out to the right, anything we see then we can stalk into, and then we're going to head down a ride and bear right down a ride where there's quite often some further.
Perfect. That sounds good.
As we stalked down the ride, Rich spied 2 deer off to our right. We stalked into a tree to try and get a solid shot. I planted myself on the tree and waited. The 2 deer were milling round in thick woodland down the end, and neither was producing a clear shot. Although I was comfortable with taking it at 1 or 2 times, nothing just felt quite right, and I've always been taught, never pull the trigger unless you're 100% happy. These 2 rogue just weren't playing ball, so we decided to move on.
Tex.
Thank you very much, mate.
Well done.
Thank you very
Good
much.
shooting.
Oh, it was a nice little waiting game there. We stalked down the ride and Rich spotted them walking up out of this hedge, one on the right and one on the left. This little one presented herself click the safety off the rifle and perhaps move my muzzle a little bit quickly, which it knew something was up. It turned around on the spot and walked back, and it just waited behind there for about 5 minutes. Luckily this rifle weighs absolutely nothing, and yes, I'm still in love with it. So I just stood there ready until it walked out. Freehand at about 25-30 yards, opted for a neck shot, and seemed to be rather effective. Such a beautiful place to stalk with such a great result. I'm Rich, as always. Being such a gentleman is always great company. I got a freezer full of meat and a head full of memories. What more could a man possibly want?